What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to my channel only if you want to. But look, we got this top 10 times people were catfish. You feel me? Look, let me know a story in the comments down below if you've ever been catfish. I know I have, and I'll tell y'all what I did at the end of the video. Let's get into it though.
List number 10 is getting catfished by your own fiance. So that wedding is getting called off. A 21-year-old girl named Christina wrote into MTV Catfish asking for help to find her online lover. The only thing was, she was already in a 2-year relationship with a girl named Sammy, who she lived with and was engaged to. They were living in a small house in Detroit, Michigan after Sammy picked up her life and moved from Ohio to be with Christina. But when Christina and Sammy were going through a rough time, she had found love in a girl named Faith, who she met online and dated for 7 months. Now, Sammy was aware of this whole thing. She knew Christina was in love with Faith and that she wanted to meet her in person. We should have known that something was fishy because no fiance would be cool with that.
No, absolutely not. Come on, man. What are we doing here, people?
Crew traveled all the way to Mackinac Island ferry stop but got stranded due to inclement weather. That is when the truth was revealed and Sammy admitted that she was Faith. It was her the whole time. She explained that she did it to see if Christina was cheating on her again because apparently they had the same issue in the past. There was no happy ending for the two of them. Sammy apologized and wanted to work things out, and Christina ended things and called off the engagement.
How you gonna get mad though? Cause you out here doing your thing and your own girl catfished you. That's hilarious.
Step number 9 is Jose. A man named Danny fell head over heels in love with a girl that he met online named Rosa. He was dating her for 2 years, and unlike most catfishes, they actually talked on the phone every single day. The couple met on Facebook in 2014 and continued to date regardless of some red flags. Raise your hand if you ever done that. Rosa looked like a gorgeous girl, and her voice on the phone sounded very feminine and sweet, so it was odd that she never wanted to.
I mean, look, fellas, don't be out here being stupid, man, because the pictures and stuff look good. And ladies, look, make sure y'all check first. You gotta FaceTime nowadays, man. Ain't no excuse. If a grown adult can't FaceTime, then you don't need to be with them.
Meet up in person. But she had no choice when MTV Catfish hosts Neve and Max hunted her down to get the truth. Turns out Rosa was actually a guy named Jose. One of the most shocking reveals of all time because Jose did a sample of his fake Rosa voice and it was scary how realistic he was. His female voice is honestly a talent. He sounds more feminine than I sound. Not only was Danny and the rest of the crew completely shook, but the world was too.
Yo, he looked crazy, man. Hey, y'all gotta stop that online stuff. I'm telling you, yo, stuff you get caught up just like this.
People took it to Twitter, and one user wrote, "Jose is in the wrong profession. Can someone make him a voice actor?"
Right.
He did explain himself, though, and said that he never meant to hurt
sound
Danny.
like that and
he was
fool
actually
you.
trying to get back at the girl in the pictures that he used. Apparently, her name is Natalie, and she bullied him in high school. Swiping the number 8 spot is Raymond and Paula. I want to say that this one was one of the most shocking episodes of Catfish ever, but I feel like I could say that for every number on the list. This one was pretty crazy, though. So 19-year-old Raymond contacted Neve and Max and wanted to track down his online girlfriend named Paula Rodriguez. They met on Facebook via a mutual friend, and they were dating for 8 months when he contacted the show. Raymond actually video chatted with her once, but it was this whole big Skype ordeal because the girl who showed up for a split second on the call didn't look like the girl in the pictures. Paula shut off the camera quickly and then said that it was her cousin named Loida. First red flag. Paula also told him on multiple occasions that she was lying to him about things, but didn't want to tell him what. Second red flag. She also asked him for a couple $1,000s and a new phone, which he provided. Third red flag. To top it all off, this idiot, no offense Raymond, provided his personal bank information to her so she had access to it.
What?
According to the truth, it was actually a girl named Loida.
Yo, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it. Absolutely not. That's a big no-no. That's a big no-no.
You know, the fake cousin from the Skype call. So, in the end, Raymond actually did see the real her at one point in time. He just didn't catch on to it. The worst part of the story is that Paula used the money he sent her to buy herself an engagement ring, which he showed off to people around her, saying that he proposed to her. Some be crazy. It's her who give us a bad name. And a bad rep.
Wow.
So number 7 is the catfish she got
She crazy.
catfished. So there's a guy named Johnny who was once busted for catfishing people. Apparently he didn't like the taste of his own medicine because he wrote into the show during a later season and asked Neve for help with finding out who was catfishing him. That is some karma if I've ever seen it. While on the show, Johnny came out as gay and opened up about his personal life, which might be why Neve and Max were a little more understanding. After being the catfish, Johnny, as himself, started dating a guy online online named Connor. He was desperate to meet him, but he always made an excuse, so they did what they do best and they hunted him down. This was a big deal for Johnny, who admitted that it would be his first relationship with
You know what? I don't feel bad though, because you a catfish that got catfished. Damn, like she said, that's some crazy karma right there.
Other guy.
Y'all believe in karma?
Being one of his ex-girlfriends named Shanna, a girl he dated before his first episode when he was catfish. Max was confused because he thought that he was gay, and Shanna was confused because she thought that he was straight. The only reason Shanna ever catfished him was because he ghosted her, so she made this fake account to try and just get some answers. Johnny was humiliated and said that this whole thing was embarrassing. They started to ask him about his sexuality, and he said, "I don't know the answer to that. I could be either one. I don't think that's anybody else's business." Well, it kind of is when you're on national television and you catfishing people.
Right.
Just saying. At number 6, we have Ashley and Mike. This one is sad, so I'm going to get serious for a second. I thought it would be important to include them on this list and share their story. Ashley Sawyer first appeared on the second season of the show when she was trying to find her online love named Mike Fortunato. What ended up happening was that it was a double catfish. We thought that Mike was the only catfish, but it turns out that Ashley was too, and when they finally met in person, the truth came to surface.
How?
They were both using fake altered pictures in their initial chat room meeting.
Yo, are they mad at each other though? Like, yo, this is incredible. This is amazing. I love this story.
Because they were both self-conscious about their actual appearance.
Yeah.
But they were able to remain friends after the show, and they could express their insecurities and share that with each other, which ended up being really special. Sadly, just 1 month after the episode aired, Mike passed away from a pulmonary embolism. According to Ashley, she and Mike had been in contact all the way up until his death. But in 2016, it was a very sad day for MTV when they learned that Ashley had passed away from a heroin overdose. The story still lives on, and both Neve and Max sent out condolences, and they shared their episode in a special to show the friendship and bond that the two of them had created. Halfway through list number 5.
And that's sad, man. Like, that's life though, man. We gotta live our best lives when we can. You feel me? Like, every day, live your best life, man. Live it with no regret. No matter what people say about you, all that stuff, man. Live your life, man. It don't matter what everybody else thinks.
They catfished MTV. It was from their latest season in episode 34 when Taylor reached out to MTV asking for help to find her high school sweetheart. The two of them never actually met in high school, but her online love, Christian, knows information about her that makes her believe they did attend the same school. Christian lives in Atlanta and comes up with all the classic excuses for why they can't meet up or FaceTime each other. Neve brought on a guest host, Tallulah Willis, and they took on the case and tracked Christian down. Throughout the episode, you kind of get this weird vibe from Taylor.
Okay, I did eat some skin off my lip. Just leave me alone, though.
That she could be lying about her story. After traveling to Atlanta, they find out it's actually two people named Jade and Austin who apparently made the account for fun and claimed that they never met Taylor before. It was just random and for fun. Things were not adding up though, and the truth finally came out, as it always does. The whole thing was fake. Taylor was actually friends with Jade and Austin, and they planned the whole thing together. Taylor admitted that she wanted to get on TV and boost her Instagram following, and she did, which is really annoying.
Wow.
But she'll forever be able to say that she catfished MTV. Here we are, number 4 with Joanna and Bo.
Wow, that's insane, bro. The things that people would do just to get a little bit of notoriety. People just want to be seen, man. That's crazy.
Joanna contacted the show to meet the girl she had been dating online named Bo. It was a big deal for her because it was the first relationship she ever had with a girl. The two of them attempted to meet up at a gay club, but Joanna chickened out and canceled. And then the second time was during a trip to Vegas. Joanna ended up meeting Bo's friend Anna first, and they ended up hooking up. Oops. Fast forward to their official meeting on MTV when Joanna thought she was going to meet Bo. Instead, she ended up face to face with Anna. That's right, Anna and Bo were the same person.
Yeah.
The person behind the Bo pictures looked completely different, so she told Joanna that she was Anna, a friend of Bo's. Probably as a way to see if she would accept her for who she was, which she did.
She did.
So not only did she catfish her, but she also hooked up with her as herself. So really, she was the winner in this situation.
That's crazy.
She did apologize though, and rumor has it that after the episode aired, the two of them remained friends and gave their relationship another try.
Damn,
and it was not successful. All right, and
Oh,
our
it
third
was
spot
not
is
successful.
Mary the Catfish Queen. She's been caught catfishing.
Commercial.
by MTV on multiple occasions, so she must be really good at it. Or really bad if she's getting caught.
So she's just
After being
catfishing
busted
people.
as the catfish a few times, Mary admitted to Neve that it was an addiction she couldn't break, which is why they hesitated to help her when she later reached out saying that she might be getting catfished. Clearly, they are way more forgiving than I am. She was dating
What? The queen of catfish is like, she wants some help now? This is crazy.
Adam online for a few years, but he never wanted to meet up with her. Mary was happy in the relationship because it was the first time she was showing her actual self, and she felt happy that Adam did not mind her weight. One thing that stood out was that Adam told Mary he had cancer, which on this show is usually a dead giveaway that the catfish is lying. But they end up traveling to Alabama anyways to meet him and get the true story. Once meeting him, they were surprised to see that Adam was actually the person in the pictures. That's first. However, the truth was revealed that he was catfishing Mary and wasn't being truthful about everything. He admitted that he does not have cancer, obviously, and that he is actually a female to male transgender that had not come out to his family yet. Mary, being the sweet catfish that she is, was willing to accept this and continue the relationship. But Adam said he never saw it that way, and it was always just a friendship to him. So there was no happy ending for Mary. Taking over the number 2 spot.
Yo, these joints getting weirder and weirder, y'all.
Is dating Katy Perry. For 6 years, a man named Spencer Morrill thought he was in an online...
See, he looked crazy. He looked crazy. You know goddamn well you not dating this girl. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's
relationship
move
with
past
the real pop star. Bro, you've no one to blame but yourself. He had never met her, obviously, and had only spoken with her on the phone one time throughout their 6-year relationship. After MTV got involved and the investigation went down, the truth came out that it was a Canadian girl named Harriet Herbert. She started the persona when she was just 12 years old, and she picked Katy Perry because she was a big fan. Harriet took the whole thing as a joke and said that she was excited to be on Catfish because she was also a fan of the show. She even tweeted out, "I catfished this Katy Perry on a dating website, and I got 3 guys to buy Prismatic World Tour tickets." The story got back to Katy herself, and she said her opinion on it. First and foremost, she called Harriet gross. So there goes Harriet's dreams of being her friend. She also went on to address Spencer and said, "My heart goes out to him, actually. Anybody who's been fooled like that. People have dreams, and people live in different parts of the world where not everything is always so accessible. I feel bad for him." Shame on Harriet, and good for you, Katy, for not supporting her behavior. Taking over our number 1 spot is the story of Lincoln Lewis. This one is insane, you guys. It went above and beyond the MTV show. It actually is a crime that made news headlines. To sum it all up for you, a 29-year-old woman named Lydia Abdelmalik impersonated an Australian pop star, Lincoln Lewis, online and began to prey and harass women. She did the elaborate scan for 4 years where she cyberbullied, manipulated, and tormented a group of women who cannot be named for legal reasons. Lydia went as far as stalking them and one time sent explicit images of the girl to her father, mother, and brother-in-law, and then threatened to harm them and her niece. Once she was caught and they were able to track her down, she was arrested and sent to prison for 2 years and 6 months on 6 counts of stalking. But recently, in June of this year, 2019, it was announced that she was granted bail. The victims have come forward and called Lydia cruel and calculated and said they will be traumatized forever. They all came forward saying they couldn't sleep, had panic attacks, and suffered from depression and anxiety. One of the victims, named Emma, actually committed suicide because of this back in October 2018. She was one girl who was in a romantic relationship with who she thought was Lincoln Lewis, and he, Lydia, mentally abused and tortured her. Lydia, on the other hand, has shown no remorse or emotion towards the victims. Well, there's our part 2 list, you guys.
Bro, she's a savage, bro. Like, that didn't end so well, that last one. I didn't think it was going there, people. I didn't think it was really going there. Somebody committing suicide, bro, because of this. She should got more time than that. That's crazy, bro. Like, it's some people out here, I'm telling y'all, man, watch yourselves, man. Stop getting catfished. We live in, it's about to be 2020, right? If they can't FaceTime you and talk to you, bro, it's done. It's done. Just cut your losses, you feel me? You know, that's crazy. But with me, what happened to me, I got catfished, short story, pulled up, seen that it wasn't the person that they said they was, I pulled off on them. That was a long time ago, before, you know what I'm saying, everybody can FaceTime and all this other stuff. Pulled off on them, ran off on the plug, you know what I'm saying, left them standing there. They ain't called or nothing because they just knew. That's crazy, it's scary. But look, man, y'all be out here, when y'all out here dating, man, y'all have fun and be safe, though. Be smart and calculated about your moves if you on this online stuff, you know. And if y'all see me on there, that's not me. People stole my pictures and they're online and they're catfishing. So that's another little tidbit. So like I say, man, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See y'all in the next video. I'm out though.